I don't even want to like invite.
Yeah, it's me, but let's move on.
That's not. Yeah.
I love it. Sounds like we're not even going to hypothetically talk about my pets dying. No. Hello, once again, it is I, Joel Sharpton, one half of the Articulate Coven, and we're reacting this week to all of the various interviews that we got out of San Diego Comic-Con 2025. The interview at the Vampire show from AMC and Anne Rice's Immortal universe is now the Vampire Lestat for season 3. We're going to get Rockstar Lestat. We're going to get his backstory. We're going to get characters like Marius and Gabrielle. They're referring to her as Gabriella. It's her original Italian name. We're going to get Magnus this season. We're going to get some more Nikki. We're going to get some more Armand, and Louis is going to be there as well. Claudia even back. Delaney Hales, they've announced, is going to be coming back. We've got a bunch of these interviews lined up for reaction on our channel here, so stay tuned. If you're not subscribed, click the little bell. If you are really enjoying our content and you're in a position to do so, we'd love you to help make the show possible. Join us as a patron, articulatecoven.com/join. $2 or more a month gets you access to everything we do early and ad-free. All right, let's share the screen here so you all can see this interview too. And we'll see what's happening. This is from TV Guide. There's a short one. It's only a little over 5 minutes long. But somebody told me last night, or yesterday, I guess I should say, in our Facebook group, someone posted this and said that this is their favorite of the interviews so far. So I'm excited to see this one.
I love you guys so much. I've had such a great time in this interview. Thank you. This was so entertaining.
So,
all right, when you give these interviews a hook or a gimmick like this, I think this is when they're at their most successful. The fact of the matter is most of these are recorded the day before the panel, or almost all of these interviews were recorded the day before the panel. So they weren't going to break news, really. There's not going to be a whole lot of actual hard information that they're going to give you. So giving a gimmick like this is the way to glean things, I think. And also it makes it more fun. I'm excited to see what they all have to say.
most likely to become a famous rock star simply to control their own narrative?
Eric.
Why do they make Eric sit by himself over there with the interviewer?
Real selves?
Yeah, your real selves. Eric, how do you respond to that?
Yeah, I did. I've been there, done that.
Been there, done that. Wrote the book, made the documentary.
Hey, I played the Mud Club in 1979. I've been there.
How could you top that answer?
You really can't. I know. Yeah. Well, touche. Most likely to spiral into a deep existential dread after their pet dies.
Eric.
Eric? Really? Again? Okay, see, I would have guessed Rollin. I'm betting Rollin is a real sweetheart at his core, and also is a tremendous animal lover. Maybe I'm wrong on that.
Stop. I don't have pets.
I don't even want to like invite.
Yeah, it's me, but let's just move on.
That's not. Yeah.
I love it. Sounds like we're not even going to hypothetically talk about my pets dying. No.
Let's not think about that.
Okay,
Why
yeah,
would we?
we'll just kind of.
How is that Vampire Chronicles related?
I mean, in the beginning of Vampire Lestat.
The Mastiff. Oh, it goes into. Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, but
interesting.
yeah,
It's true.
it is.
It's true.
It is. Yeah.
Sam's got a beautiful dog. And
Yeah.
we shouldn't even invite it.
No, certainly not your dog personally.
I do love your reading on it though. That it was the fact that the dog dies that
Yeah.
sends him into an existential crisis. I mean, because it's not just part of the part of the.
Any more difficult than it is.
Yeah.
Okay. Most likely to shower their loved ones with gifts to compensate for their mysterious absence.
That old love bombing trick. We know Lestat does it in the books. He does it in the TV show for sure.
Rollin?
Can we elaborate on why Rollin?
Because he's mysteriously absent all the time.
And
And
he
he's
showers us with elaborate gifts.
He's such a great gift giver. He really is.
Anybody received any particular gifts from Rollin that they wish to share with the class?
Never gives
The
us
role of Louis de Poindula.
My favorite. It's not really. I don't know if it's appropriate to say it. It's not
Just
that.
say it.
But my favorite Roland sort of gift. It's not a gift. It was just a scenario where we were at a restaurant and he said to the waiter, like we were going to pick a bottle of wine. And he said to a waiter, "Imagine that your mother and the Pope have just walked in and you want to give them a glass of wine."
Don't go to dinner with me.
It was the most extraordinary glass of wine I've ever had. It was like we actually.
Imagine your mother and the Pope just walked in and give them a glass of wine. First of all, I think it's funny that they joked about Rollins' mysterious absences. Obviously, during the release of season 2, we got these episode insider pieces at the end of every episode, just like we did for season 1. But Rollin wasn't in any of them for season 2 because they were filming those during the writer's strike, so he couldn't be present.
Actually had silence when we sipped it. It was special.
Well, I'm glad that the person to whom you gave this order was able to interpret that accurately.
Right? They're sitting there and they're like, it's a day in, day out, day in, day out. Give them something new and exciting to go back and refine passion in your job.
Yes.
Yeah, lovely.
Absolutely. Okay, and next.
Rollins got to be directing soon, I would think. His writing is brilliant, and I don't want to take him away from that. But that sort of prompt is exactly the sort of thing that a good director does, right? It's not a line reading. It's a key to an imagination that allows you to go on a journey with the character.
Is that appropriate? Inappropriate? Sorry. It's a lovely story. It's beautiful. He finds creativity in everything, and I think it was a moment. Next question.
Next question. Most likely to hold a lifelong grudge against an ex.
Just taking that one.
Jacob.
Yeah. No, it's not me.
I don't really know if any. I don't know. Eric.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't mean to be filling
Yeah.
in more than one box.
Right.
but
Yeah.
It's real. I have grudges that
Real
go
receipt.
back to when I was 3 years old. It doesn't have to be an ex. Just
Oh.
anybody.
Who wronged you at 3 that you hold
The
a-
lady from across the street, she took away this lollipop that I was eating, and I will never forgive her for that.
He seems like the kind of guy who could hold a good grudge. That feels very accurate. God, I love Eric Bogosian. Genuinely, I know that it's a big change from the books. The timeline is not the biggest thing that most people pick apart that don't enjoy this series. The adaptation, mostly they point to the race swap for Louis and the open sexuality that's displayed in the show. But Eric Bogosian's age for Daniel is something that I have heard a few people talk about, and they're so wrong on it, honestly. Making Daniel a man at the end of his mortal life instead of at the beginning of it adds so much depth to all of his interactions with the vampires. And the fact that they made this a second run at the interview, a second run at the interaction between Daniel and Louis, means that it doesn't take away anything from the novel either.
I don't think she's with us anymore, but I don't care.
What happened right before that moment, though?
Yeah, why'd you take the lollipop?
She took my lollipop. You really want to hear this? Because I can give you all the details.
Do you like a truncated version?
I had bitten off there's like a little stick. I bit off the stick. I just had the lollipop in my mouth. I was like 3 years old. And I was just like, and she goes, "What's in your mouth? What's in your mouth? Spit it out." And I spit it out on the ground. Once something touches the ground, you can't have it anymore. And candy was my drug before I found real drugs.
Mhm.
So candy was, she took.
Candy was my drug before I found real drugs. I mean, they didn't have to cast Anthony Bourdain as Daniel Malloy, but making Daniel Malloy an Anthony Bourdain style figure was such a brilliant move. Such a brilliant move.
She took away my
So you
drugs.
spit on her property.
Yes, yeah. The lady
Wow.
from across the street. But then we can get to the women, and that's just there's a long list
Yeah.
there.
Next
we'll be
question.
here all
Let's
day.
go. Next one. Moving on. Next one.
And finally,
He sounds like Stan Lee from the Mallrats talking about, yeah, me and Magic Johnson had a competition. Last I looked, I was way ahead.
most likely to
Mick Jagger,
awaken
not Magic Johnson.
or inspire an ancient presence to life with the power of their talent.
Look, man, it's Sam. This is Sam. Jacob has done an amazing job as Louis. And in many ways, I think a thankless job, right? Because he set all of this up with his sweat and toil, and Sam now gets to take the lead, at least for a season or two. And honestly, it'll be exciting to see what they do with Louis' storyline moving forward. But Sam's, we've joked about him being possessed by Lestat, but that is what it feels like, y'all. He's great in lots of roles. I've seen him in other things now, and he's a wonderful actor. I'm excited to see where he goes in the rest of his career. But this is the role that'll be on his freaking tombstone. He has embodied Lestat in a way that I never imagined possible. And his love of the character is what he infuses it with. That's the difference. He loved the character before he got a chance to play him. And the fact that he's such a talented actor has, melded in some magical alchemy with his love for these works.
What is
Daniel.
that?
That's
Say it again.
Daniel Hart.
Daniel.
Yeah.
Daniel Hart.
Daniel.
Daniel.
A symphony
I
by
mean,
Daniel Hart.
literally,
It is my job, actually.
it's actually your job.
I have to do that.
I just want to say I love you guys so much. I've had such a great time in this interview. Thank you. This was so entertaining.
You like bowling?
I do,
There's
yeah.
bowling in
There's bowling in your show? Wow.
I bowl.
You bowl. Oh, yeah. So that's Daniel's. Daniel, like, did you take up a hobby?
He had to,
I love the idea that Daniel's going to bowl.
Mama. But
Yeah.
that's the story. You'll see it when you see it.
Yeah.
Stop me now. Okay,
Um,
stop.
No,
Okay.
please continue.
Emma Fife,
Yeah, I wanna hear more about
excellent
Daniel
interview.
Bowling.
I think we should just hang out. Yeah.
we were wrapping up. I'm sorry, we kept going. I just couldn't resist. I like to mention bowling.
Excellent interview, man. That was a really, really good one. You're right. Whoever told me to watch that one, you're right. It was a really, really good one. It's not all of the info that I think we'll get on some of the other interviews and discussions, but that was a lot of fun to see them. I love how much these folks enjoy working with each other. That's so clear, right? That Jacob and Sam have a genuine relationship and a genuine partnership on this series. That Rollin works so closely with his actors in a way that informs the character as it continues to unfold on the page. That Daniel is connected and in the writer's room creating these songs that are based out of the words of Anne Rice that will lead us to this place that we all want to get with Rockstar Lestat. It's a good time to be a fan, folks. It's a good time to be a fan. More coming. We've got a bunch of these interviews lined up. I think there's still a few more that haven't been posted to YouTube. We'll react to all of them as they come. I'm guessing we'll have a few for the Talamasca to react to as well. I know they were doing some interviews with the various outlets, so we'll react to those also. You can find all of our stuff, including our full podcast episodes. We just had a great live stream recently. This week, we're going to be starting Blood Canticle, with the Vampire Chronicles novel. We're going to be into our next book club. We've got some good movie nights coming up. We're going to be talking about Shadow of the Vampire and The Howling and Teen Witch, which I'm very excited about. We've also got our first guest on a full episode. Rose Sinister, the author and vampire historian and tour guide, is going to join us on September 14th. September 21st, we're going to have our next live stream. That'll be my 43rd birthday party. So check it out. Subscribe to the channel so that you can keep up with all of our videos. Join our Facebook group if you want to. And if you are in a position to support the show, then do so at articulatecoven.com/join. $2 or more a month gets you access to everything we do early and ad-free. Until next time, I'm Joel from the Articulate Coven.